Hello. I thought I would do a live video. Hadn't really been doing too many in this past month. Uh, Not on purpose. I just following along with my activity level. I always get a little like, I don't like using the word psychotic because it's not actual in any shape or form psychosis or psychoticness. It's kind of like wildness a little bit. I don't know the right word, but a little too in tune to the season change is the best way to describe it. In the springtime, it happens every single year. Um, I think I can't really. It's always been there. It's something that like um actually know how to keep it from happening, but like I don't have any close friends or family, so it happens. Um, I have a lot of loneliness, so spending a lot of time, looking around me and stuff. So that happens. Um, Super super depressed. Is really what that is. But anyways, on to the positiveness, or something positive. Um, I, ew, my body is hurting. Excuse me, my body is hurting, and that's really great. I have been exercising a ton, and not anything too crazy, just normal, whatever my body can handle kind of thing. Like, I'm not laid out. I have to be careful actually because of the pain. If I go too fast, the pain of like your muscles getting sore and stuff like that and all will like knock me out. um but it's going well. So it's nice to like be on the up and up of like, getting my strength back and stuff, but I have to be very careful because also the soreness in my muscles and stuff could make me even more depressed if I'm not like casually, um, if I'm not aware of it, if I don't stay like conscious of like, oh, like my sore muscles probably just made me like sleep for 12 hours straight or something like that because um, I am sensitive in that way. It could cause me to have a cataplexy episode if I did something too weird. Um, the temperature is weird. Oh, I am not at all sad about cold or chilly weather. I would much rather cold weather than I would hot weather, but I also miss warm weather. So the changing back and forth is a little difficult for me. Ow. But yeah, it's really nice to like be completely cognitively aware of like, and functioning really is what it is, to be completely cognitively functioning. I was dealing with that shit for a very long time, and it's not fun. Oh man, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm not suicidal. I haven't ever really been suicidal, but like ever. But I do have a lot of like, I don't want to be here anymore. You know, like nobody wants to go through what I go through. Like there's absolutely no sense or no point to it. Like, to go through as much emotional pain as I do. Uh, it sucks. Hopefully, I can get it turned around and find somebody to cohabitate with, that wants to. Um, Pretty easy to get along with, but I have to work hard. I have to, you know, keep a place for me to live. So, and I have a bunch of medical problems, so that doesn't leave me much time for myself. It's pretty like intense. Oh, oh, like crap. And it's one of those things where it's like my body hurts too much. I am too tired to really do much. My hairstyle looks stupid, you know. It's not attractive. It's not a presentation or anything. It's there out of necessity. And I've been doing that since I was in middle school. It's putting my hair in a knot on top of my head. I did grow up in ballet. I happened to have grown up in ballet class and dance, and I took all kind of dance classes for a very, very, very long time. Oh. But yeah, my my body hurts like nobody's business. I used to be an endorphin addict a long time ago. And it was very different to come out of that. I didn't know that I was like, I didn't have the only like fat that I had on my body was like on my midsection. And it sounds funny, but I had like absolutely not one single little bit of fat like on my back, like anywhere on my back, or like on my legs, or like on my arms. And like I lost, but then I gained a bunch of weight on top of all that, and then I lost everything. Kind of like I lost it all, had all of my possessions taken away from me multiple times in my life, after people telling me that they were doing things for me. And sometimes I think, I'm like, this is going back to what I said a little while ago. I've never been suicidal, but I do often consider, because I do also very seriously have a type of social communication disorder. It is a genetic thing, and it leaves me kind of blank to specific types of social interactions and conversations and stuff. But because of it, it leaves me with a lot of unanswered questions. And so there's some places in my mind that I just am not allowed to go. Ever. Because I'm in like, well, I can only go with a friend. There are places in my mind that I can only go with a friend, not a therapist. Not someone I work with, but a friend. Someone who tells me they are my friend, and that they care about me, and that they want to be there for me. And that is the only type of person that I'm allowed to ask questions of, about certain situations in life. I have to protect my mind, and like I said, there are certain parts of thought and stuff like that there is no way for me to get an answer about, and they're not like, for other people. It's like, what should I do? Like, how should I answer this question when it comes up? And hopefully I can take care of that in the next year. Hopefully I can find somebody to connect with. But I have no idea how that's going to come about, so it can be a little startling. I've got the rest of my life to figure it out. But it's hard to deal with. Sometimes though, I do like get to that point where I'm just like, let's see if I can think of the actual questions. Like what, like why, why go on, kind of thing. I don't know, it leaves me kind of blank. Oh. I guess it has to do with, I get really, really scared about, like, I'm just like, surely people are not as terrible as I see them being. Um, and dumb. And I really don't like that. I would much rather be, you know, spending time with my parents or kids, all of which are non existent. I'd rather be doing something positive for somebody or fixing something for somebody, or like giving back to my community or like taking care of myself and stuff instead of running a rat race in a circle kind of thing. All of those things are not something I deal with. Also, would really like to have some kind of like, in another way, like see people be compassionate towards me, Um it's one of those things where it's like you're sitting in a group of people and you're the smartest person on the bus or and like when your water, like everybody's got a cup of water and like you're just sitting there watching, like you should be the first one called on, because you're not actually in school, like this is real life. So and like your water, like you get voted off the island kind of thing, like when your glass of water like completely evaporates, so just sit here watching the glass of water evaporate kind of thing. That's the kind of feeling I have. It is a strange thing. I definitely am not feeling very up for starting conversations. And that's kind of like what I'm saying that I need help with. Like, I have absolutely no. Ooh, my legs are sore. Um, internal, like, navigating, like, I'm depressed. I'm very upset. So, with that, on top of my little bit of communication issues that are a permanent part of my cognitive abilities and stuff. There is just like a roadblock. It is very much like I had a therapist ask me one time, it's like, it is very much like a wall coming to a wall. Oh man. I do not like sitting in one place at once for a long time. It starts to hurt and get on my nerves. Oh, goodness. I guess I am gonna go do some more walking. I am going to be walking pretty much 5 to 6 days a week. And my back injury has gotten sore, but it has not gotten like inflamed like it was happening last summer. Last summer, I had like for weeks, I had to use ice packs on it, and it's not usually that bad. It's also inflamed due to like, oh man, I gotta move. It was also inflamed due to like, an irritation due to a medication I was taking, and so I had to stop taking that medication. I was having allergic reactions to it. So, ow. My body hurts. But, so it's not like hurting like in any shape or form like that, thankfully. But it's sore, and all the surrounding muscles are sore. But that's awesome. I keep worrying that it's gonna like flare up or something, but it has not gone over the edge yet, so that's great. Let's see. It's today. I know it's the day after St. Patrick's Day. It is Wednesday, March 18th. Today feels like a good day for some reason. The temperature is pretty decent in my house. It's like very mediocre and stuff, so I feel like it probably feels pretty decent outside. I haven't been outside yet today. But got a little over 10 days left of this month. And I should have already started it, but I get to start yard work here very soon in the next couple days. Maybe even tomorrow. So I gotta not wreck my body completely so I can keep that up. Yep. So it is March 18th. It is Wednesday. It's about middle of the day. I hope everybody has a really good week. Please excuse my downward spiral of looking like crap constantly, but there's not a whole lot I can do about that at the moment. So hope everybody has a great week.